Hey y'all, I just had to come back. I just was on here. I'm Jenny Latoya for those that don't know. I haven't did what I said I was gonna do for May, but I have this to say for this stuff that's going on with P Diddy. Okay, we saw the video of him beating up the girl in the hallway. And the things she described to a T in her statement. So, no, I don't think Cassie is lying. The problem with this is we have selective memory. This came out, this tape, actually, the footage of him beating her came out years ago. Like right after it first happened, when people didn't get in trouble for domestic violence. This was years ago. I seen this, and when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I seen this." And nobody is kind of trying to refresh their memory and think about when it was released. But I have this to say: Black people, we got to do better. And why I say that is because first, let me talk about the domestic violence thing. Nobody, man or woman, should put their hands on each other while in a relationship. If you have to do that and take it to that step, then maybe you should reconsider. Or maybe if it's a one time thing and you just had to bust him in his mouth to let him know you're not the one of the two, then I can understand that. Because sometimes people get your timing wrong, you just click. Not saying that you abuse women. It's just that your ticker may be off. Cause my ticker is off. Like if my husband said the wrong thing to me, he better be far across the room so I can throw something at him other than punch him. What I'm saying is, I don't want to be abusive and beat on him. It's just a reaction sometimes that and I'm not giving an excuse for what he did because he didn't have to do none of that to that girl. That was wrong. That's a whole totally different situation and scenario of what I'm talking about. That's just effing wrong. Then we have Kim Porter that can't speak for herself because she in the upper room. And then they say that the boy had somebody kill this lady. I hope not. I hope not. I pray not. I pray that it's not true. Why would you do that? All this Illuminati stuff and all this other stuff with these celebrities and all this other stuff. Can't nobody make me join no cult or nothing that I don't want to be a part of. If you got to sacrifice your family to be at the top of the music game or the top of the sports thing or whatever's going on with this Illuminati whoever, I'm no, I don't want it. It's not for me because that's I'm constantly looking on my shoulder. I got to constantly do illegal things to get a bag. No, I can sell I can sell my body for what I need. Yes, yes. There's people all over the world that want your body. Just sell it. If you need some money that bad and you want a bag, just sell it because it's not worth me being with a man that's gonna beat me down, run me down in the motel in a freaking towel, then knock me out. Man, he would have been so embarrassed after he punched me. And I understand she may have been scared for her life because she looked like she was. But why you do the girl like that and take the girl stuff and wouldn't let her leave the motel? Like, what is wrong with you? The girl was running for her life. And I think we should take Diddy back to court. She need all the money she asked for. not just what he gave her. Who gives a damn if he go broke? He should be living like some regular ass man or living under a jail. Either or. Take your pick. You want to live a regular life, and then when the other lawsuits came out, he talked about he not gonna be subjected to being bullied. And they done released this tape where you done ran this girl down in a hotel tower right around you. Now, why you had to go and do that? I just don't agree with it. He was dead wrong. Diddy, you're dead wrong. Diddy, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And I don't care if you ever see this video, Diddy, hit somebody like me and see what happened. Just do that. Uh, yep. You and Kim will be back together before you know it, because I'm going to send you somewhere. And, well, you might not be going there. I can guarantee you bought a ticket to hell. Yeah, I can guarantee you bought a ticket to hell. It's just something about it. And you had us bopping to your music. It's just like R. Kelly. Like, some of the things they say he did, I know he probably did something wrong because the man has a problem. And it started with the abuse that the people that was abusing him. It's a learned behavior. So wherever Diddy learned this from, maybe him and R. Kelly learned it from the same person. And 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 this the other thing I gotta say. Just because Usher and Mace hung out with Diddy, don't associate people with somebody else's drama. I hate that. Black people do better. Cause if I'm with my friends and they smoking meth or shooting it up, don't stick me with that needle. I'm punching the throat. Easy as that. I don't want to smoke that stuff. Easy as that. I don't care how fast it make you skinny. Let me stay fat all my life. It's just rules to the game. Y'all talk too much. Like, why y'all associate Usher and Mace with the shit that Diddy did? Diddy did that. Ain't nobody come up and say Usher beat them. Ain't nobody came up and said Mace beat them. Just because that's their friend don't mean that they didn't see anything. They just, some people, I'm gonna carry a lot of secrets with me to the grave. My mama, people told my mama a lot of things. She held all of them to her grave. I still don't know the secrets. And that's me. If you telling me about it, I care. I'm gonna show you love. I'm gonna give my opinion, and then you handle your situation the way you want to handle it. Because at the end of the day, you can't tell grown people what to do. How y'all know Usher and Mason say, "Hey man, don't do that." Y'all don't know that. That's what I be telling y'all. Y'all talk too much, and then all his friends online giving these interviews and all this other stuff, and this man done paid y'all to do whatever service for them, and you just don't care people stuff like that because you're not as high profile as he is, and the people ain't seen the dirt you did behind the doors. You probably beat your wife too, but you up here. All of y'all giving these interviews exposing this man. It's dirty, it's wrong, and it's nasty. All we need is one story. We got the story from Cassie. We saw the tape. We don't need y'all to say nothing else. But some people thrive off of people's business. I'm tired of listening to it. I don't want to hear it no more. Free R. Kelly. Y'all letting Diddy walk free. Free R. Kelly. Dang, this don't make no sense. And then But the thing why we thought Cassie, this is why all of us thought Cassie was lying. Because they said it was 3 days or 2 weeks or something before the shut off where you could sue somebody for raping you back in the day. Why should there be a time limit on somebody's body? America, y'all play too much. Y'all always coming up with these rules talking about, oh, 7 years for a lawsuit. It might be 7 years before I can even utter the words up about what happened to me. Why do y'all do that? Why y'all always in somebody's business trying to stop people from doing what they got to do for themselves? Sometimes it takes to these people 50 and 60 years old to be free enough to talk about the things that happen to them. If it happened to you when you was a child, a kid, anything like that, and you're telling it now and you 50 years old, kudos to you. Because I couldn't even talk about it. My mother realized what was going on with me. I was 40 years old. Well, 38. But just to say, 8 years ago, for her to find out things that went wrong, I know she suffered from that. Because the last 8 years of her life, it was me and her, me taking care of her. So can't nobody tell me nothing about when and how you tell somebody what happened to you. Actually, my husband actually knew before my mother knew. Really, to be understand to be like that, because we got married quick, and you when you with somebody, you have to be able to see if they can withstand that abuse, because you're traumatized, you have been abused. So certain things they may touch or say may not be comfortable to you at first. The things they do to your body may not be comfortable to you at first. And I don't care if it's your husband or different partners you with or whatever. Everybody has a don't do that policy. Everybody has a don't do that. And that comes from being sexually abused. It's a lot of things I am terrified of. But on the next coin, if you flip that coin over, I'm a freak. Did I learn that from the assaults and sexual stuff that happened to me? No, because when it, ugh, it just disgusts me to even say that out of my mouth, because I get angry all over again and want to kill the people that violated my me. Yes, whether it's family, family friend, the neighbor, the man down the street. I don't care who it is. The women sexually abuse people too, not just men. But I just want to say, it. They. Let me just say this in an adult way. Okay, when you're adult and you're engaged in uh adult activities, and you're engaged in those things, um you tend to let the person, the if your man, you let him lead, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes women are scared to say, even if they're grown, they've had children, they've been with this person for 5, 6, 7 years, they're scared to say, you're hurting me, don't do that, stop. Because those are words that we use while we were being attacked, and they made it worse. So why it is very hard for us to say, no, stop, don't do that, you hurting me, or whatever your mind triggers, and you think, if I tell him to stop, he might choke me like I was done when I was a kid. You think about this stuff like I was done when I was 16 or 17 years old. And it's just not children. Adult women are being sexually, mentally, and physically abused every day, and we don't even know it. We don't think about it. We don't realize that we may be sleeping with a freaking monster. That and that's where it comes into me saying this. That's why you don't bother people, man, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into when you bother with somebody else's husband or somebody else's boyfriend. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Because 9 times out of 10, the man that's married has probably abused more women sexually, physically, emotionally than that man that's just your boyfriend. Because a married man gonna want to lock it down so it seems like that he has everything in order, but he's still an abuser. But now he's not abusing multiple people, he's abusing one. And then if you're old school like me, you believe in what your grandparents say and your parents say, never tell your husband no. Because if you tell him no, he going to find somebody else. It's like stuff that it just it's flowing over in my head over and over and over again. And I don't know how this man is in his private life. I don't know how Diddy is in his private life. But I'm telling y'all the truth because I've been through this. I live a life of being sexually abused as a child, and I'm still living through it. I'm not healed. In no way by far am I healed. I'm 46 years old. I should be healed. You tell me I should be healed, but I'm not healed. I'm not healed. I'm not healed. So, how do we cover that up? Humor. Keep the partner that you have, even if he's fucking up. Sorry. Even if he messing up, on you, keep him anyways. Because why would I leave him and I don't have nobody and I feel alone? And that's how abusers make you feel like you're gonna be alone, you're gonna be by yourself, don't nobody want you. That's the mental part of it. So your mental ain't right. Then you may not be in shape like you want to be in. He make you feel like you less than because you bigger than other girls, or you ain't had no BBL, or you ain't had no plastic surgery and all this other stuff. So you're not too pleasing to the eye like the ones that have. Not true. If you don't like what you see, keep it. Turn your dang head. Look at the wall. You ain't got to look at me. Go look at your dog. I don't care what you look at. You don't have to look at me. And there's so many men out there that that verbally abuse women and tell them, "Oh, you ain't nothing. You ain't shit. Look at your body. You're built like SpongeBob and all this other stuff they'll say, and oh, you look like a pig and all this other stuff. To try to mentally mess up them, but he don't realize he just verbally abused her, and now she mentally abusing herself because this one man wouldn't accept her, and then he got all his friends laughing at you, but you probably was already with two or three of them, but you can't really tell him that because he should know that, and they ain't telling him. They be like, man, leave that girl alone. That's the one that hit it. You get it? Leave that girl alone. That's the one that hit it, but I ain't gonna say that. And then he here you go somebody, yeah, she got to be slim. She got to have that ass. She got to have them I like the breasts that sit up and all that. I'm a natural girl. I got freaking no edges and no hair. I cut it off. I wear wigs, glueless, synthetic, and human. I wear a little makeup every now and then. I like to get dressed up and go places, whatever. The, the girl with that $500 lace front don't like my $100 lace front that I probably got off of AliExpress or Amazon or something like that. My $100 little straggly blonde, brownish black bob, but hers $500. But when you look at yourself, you be like, oh, it's pretty, but yours is just as nice as hers. It's your what you want. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else want. And what Cassie wanted on that videotape was to be free. And he held her from being free. That's like kidnapping today. If we had the same laws back then, you were kidnapping this girl. You were holding her in bondage. You abused her. You sexually assaulted her. You beat this girl for no reason, that's all. And if let me say this too. And if Diddy was with men, why are the men so worried about if he was with a man or not? So y'all can just pick at him and say, "Oh, he like butt, he like this, he like that." Do y'all know how many men that pick at another man because they with a man and they like that man just as much as the person he with? True story. True story. Especially if you good looking and you done been in jail a couple times. You done did some things. You done did some things. I'm telling you right now. You done did some things. The women the same way. It's personal preference. Stop trying to air that man dirty laundry out there about him being with men and swinging and banging and all this other stuff because that's not what we want to hear. We want to hear how you gonna justify the fact that we done seen you on video beat this girl and you made her settle out of court and here come the statements and all the other stuff and then you get on camera talk about you sorry for what you done and you apologize and then you need help. But y'all locked R. Kelly up. When them people sold their children to this man. Look what y'all did to Bill Cosby. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and now Diddy. Who gonna be next? It's gonna be somebody next. And y'all gonna take that shit to the streets and dig that hole deeper than y'all need to dig it. And when he jump in the hole, y'all need to jump in there with him because y'all wrong. Black people do better. Y'all talk too much. Stop bringing up stupid stuff that don't have nothing to do with it. I don't care about that man being with another man. That's his business. That's his business. Why y'all have to tell people that? That's that man business. But his business that's supposed to be public is how he beat the hell out that girl. I digress. I'm done. I just had to get on here and say that. Y'all can comment and let me know how y'all feel about what I say. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. God damn it, we'll discuss it. But that's just how I feel. And I'm going to stand on my feelings. Good day. Have a blessed